It probably won't surprise my colleagues to know that I don't like much the idea of a farewell speech. I haven't spent a great deal of time contemplating it over the years I have been here. I'm not a big fan of the concept, but I want to respect the tradition, especially since I've witnessed so many Senate traditions crumble over the last 12 years. So I will do my best to get through this without breaking up. A traditional farewell speech in the United States Senate is full of accomplishments and thanks. I'm going to skip half of that. I'm extremely proud of my body of work over 34 years of public service, but it is for others to judge. And I won't dwell on it today, other than to say it is a long list. I have been very warm my whole life. I have not trembled in the cold. My family, I like to call Missouri, or Missouri. We argue about it a lot. And at the risk of going down too many family stories, it may explain a lot that my dad fell in love with my mom when he saw her smoking a cigar and belting out, "Won't you come home, Bill Bailey," at a party. And that my mother said, "I must say trick or treat and vote for JFK" when I was 7. And that my father insisted that I not only learn the rules of football, but that I also learn to tell a good joke and to learn to laugh at myself. And my husband, Joseph, how lucky I am to have him as my best friend. We were married 16 years ago, after I was well into my political career and after he had achieved great success in business. He is proud and supportive of me always. But he certainly didn't bargain for the incredibly unfair treatment we got at his expense because of his business success. Let the record of the Senate now say what my Republican colleagues did not during my campaigns. Thank you, Joseph, for your integrity, your honesty, your generosity, and your heart, which has always directed you to do good as you do well. I adore them all, but I need to specifically mention my 3 children, Austin, Maddie, and Lily, because they were there from the beginning. Infants in car seats going to political events, toddlers sitting sometimes not so quietly as I gave a speech, and then amazing troopers in the almost decade of my career when I was a single working mom, hauling them all over the state on campaigns. They now have forgiven me for the missed recitals and the missed field trips and the fact that I couldn't be the homeroom mom. And ye howdy those grandchildren. I have 11, going on 12. I can't wait until they're all old enough to yell at them what my mom used to say to us when we were dawdling and too slow in getting to the car. Last one in is a Republican. And my staff family. Mr. President, I ask unanimous consent that my staff's names be entered into the record.
Without objection.
My staff, here and in Missouri, in this job, my previous jobs, and many, many campaigns. Richard Bach said it best. The bond that links your true family is not one of blood, but of respect and joy in each other's life. They have been my rock, my compass, my inspiration, and my coach. The best and the brightest, looking not for money or fame, but just to make a difference. To my Senate staff here today and watching, and all the staffs in my offices, of the prosecutor's office, the auditor's office, county legislature, state legislature, I respect each of you immensely. As you go forth in the world, remember the McCaskill office motto. They could cite it for you right now if I asked them. If you work hard, you can do well. But if you're having fun, you'll do great. We were happy, and it made a difference. George Bernard Shaw said, "A happy family is but an earlier heaven." Working with my staff was heaven. The Senate has been so enjoyable for me, but I must admit, it puts the fun in dysfunction. Peter Morgan, an author, said, "No family is complete without an embarrassing uncle." We have too many embarrassing uncles in the United States Senate. Lots of embarrassing stuff. The United States Senate is no longer the world's greatest deliberative body, and everybody needs to quit saying it. The American people are going to grow more and more cynical, and they might do something crazy like elect a reality TV star president. I'm not kidding. But with all the problems I've outlined, know that I love this place and you. Almost all of you. Thank you very much. I yield the floor.